Mhm. All right, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. Dr. Lakeisha McKnight is here with you. Welcome to Secure the Bag. So excited to be here with each and every one of you on this evening, but I'm not here alone. As you can see, I'm here with my co-host, my cousin, none other than who?
Mr. Matthew Taylor, your Taylor Made Wealth Gardener. What's going on, everybody?
Yes, we are here, everyone. You know, we have this weekly wealth money discussion. That's what this is about. It's about securing that bag. You got to understand, first of all, what a bag is. You got to be able to grow the bag, protect the bag. You have to have a bag, and you got to have multiple bags. Let's just be honest. And so these are the type of talks that we do have here with this particular channel. So just make sure that you are here with us, that you don't miss any of our videos that we do upload. But every time we come on and we have this discussion, we have a general topic at hand. And a lot of times the topics coincide with one another. And so tonight we got a special topic, okay? Because remember, I just told you the different things you have to do with your bag. We talk about growing the bag. We talk about, being able to secure the bag. But we got to talk about that a bit more. What does that actually mean? So, Mr. Taylor, what is our topic for tonight?
So tonight we're talking about actually how to win the fight against inflation, right? Because we hear that word, especially now, more and more. Inflation, the fight against inflation. What is the Fed doing? The Fed is raising interest rates, dropping interest rates. How do we do ourselves? We actually had a congressman come to our church today.
Okay.
And he was talking about some of the different things dealing with inflation and all that stuff, and how stimulus check helped a lot of people. But I was explaining to my daughter sitting next to me, I was like, those stimulus checks, they did not help. In one instance, it helped people, but in the other instance, people don't realize that nothing is ever given for free.
That's right.
Anytime you pump the system full of paper dollars, right? Because it's not money, it's currency.
Right.
Anytime you pump the system with more currency, more and more dollars, guess what happens? That actually causes a depreciation of the value of that currency, which causes the prices of goods and services that you would normally get to go up in value. So, ladies and gentlemen, just because you may have gotten a stimulus and stimulated your own economy a few years ago, guess what? Now it's coming right back at you with inflation, and it's hitting a lot of people hard. So what do you think about that, Dr. Cousin?
It sure is. You can go into a food store and it's like, for example, I looked at the tall barrel of oatmeal. It was quick oat. And I remember and I love some oatmeal, right? My kids love oatmeal. So here I am about to go get some oatmeal. And I remember that barrel of oatmeal used to be about roughly $1.50. Now the barrel of oatmeal is about $4.50.
That's over 100%. But that's not what the percentages are according to the stats. They're saying, they don't even. Here's the crazy part: they don't count food or gas in the inflation charts, right? So we call it consumer price index, right?
Yeah.
We call it CPI, right?
Yeah.
Because they're telling us one thing, but they're not giving us the whole story as to how inflation actually works and how do we fight against it. So how do you fight against inflation, Dr. Cousin?
Well, I'll tell you one thing, one word. I'm gonna say one word, and that's assets. Write it down. Okay. Assets is what actually brings money, causes money to be attracted to you, right? It grows in value. It's a vehicle that helps you to fight against inflation. Now, there are many types of assets, and I know we're going to give you a little bit of a surprise during this particular video, but I have one example of one, okay? And of course, I usually have it to the side here. I always have like little props and things of that nature. But what I'm about to share with you is an example. Okay, it is an example. It's an African leopard silver ounce coin, right? Silver ounce coin, just to bring a little. I know, right? And so this is what it looks like, everybody. This is just an example of one of the coins, but this silver is God's money. Gold, God's money. Cryptocurrency, the people's money. These are ways by which we can fight against inflation. Now, how can we utilize precious metals like gold and silver, Mr. Taylor, and even cryptocurrency to fight against inflation? How does that happen?
So it's called one word, leverage, right? And so I'll give you a real world example, right? So we had some work that was being done on our house or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that work, I had to take a loan against some of my assets, right? And that's the beautiful thing about gold and silver is it actually gives you the ability to borrow against your asset. So you maintain control
That's
over
good.
the asset. You never lose the asset. That's very important to know.
How does that work though? How do you not lose it if how do you take a loan out against your own asset?
Because remember, money has to have a store of value.
Yeah.
It's because it has value and because the person that you're exchanging it sees the value in that and exchange it for cash. Yeah. Of course, you make sure you pay it back, of course.
That's right.
That out. Mm-hmm. However, because they see the value in that and because it holds its value and weight in time, you're able to take out the cash and do what you need to do and then just pay that back when you're done.
Mm. That's awesome.
People do it all the time.
That's
awesome. That's the benefit because it's like having a savings account at your disposal, but it's inflation proof. Because we know that the markets go up and down. We know that if anything happens to the bank, the bank becomes insolvent and you no longer have that. But because remember, everything is digital now.
Yes.
So the money that you see, it look good, but it ain't really there. Like you can move some stuff, maybe get some stuff online, all that good stuff. But if things were to go left and we're in an environment where it could, ladies and gentlemen, what would happen? It could go from this amount to this.
That's right. That's right. Now, I know I accumulate gold, I accumulate silver, and of course, I accumulate cryptocurrency. How about you, Mr. Taylor?
So yeah, I like getting me some gold, right? This right here. It's 3 grams of gold. I remember when I showed this to a bullion dealer, he was like, I've never seen this before. Yeah, this is gold, right? And I'm probably one of the few people now, mind you, for those people that are watching, I do martial arts. I will knock you out. So just letting you know. But I do walk around with most people don't understand the value anyway. But people like walk around with cars and cash. Actually, one of the people I walk around with some gold. Right? Because as Robert Kiyosaki said, gold is spiritual.
Yes.
He said that it's God's money. So I walk around because I'm always reminding myself, in case something does happen, I have that always to fall back on if I really do it. So I keep gold on me. And actually today we have something special because we're going to be doing an unveiling. So you see myself, Dr. McKnight, we're connected to platforms that allow us to build wealth.
Yeah.
And today we're going to show you, we ain't going to tell you the company, you're going to look in the description and we'll get back with us and we'll share some more information about it. We're going to do a little unveiling, right? Let's
do it.
And so it came this week, right? I got a package. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show somebody. But we got, this is an unveiling. This right here is numismatic silver. Yes, I got 3 of them. So this is MS70. And what that means is perfect. Look at that thing shine. Look at that. You can't even see that thing shine.
Can't even see it.
That is a MS70 Silver Eagle, right? These are beautiful. All right. It's part of one of the platforms that myself and Dr. McKnight are a part of. And so they gave us 3 of these with one of the opportunities, the package that we got. And so it's amazing because this is an asset, right? Yes. This is going to hold its value. And guess what? The Bible talks about leaving an inheritance for your children and your children's children.
Absolutely.
Guess what these are going to be? This is going to be for my kids or my children, right? And they're going to pass down to their children because you want to have things that not only give you, protection, but it holds value. And here's the thing: for those that don't believe us, for those that don't know, I used to be a financial advisor. I was in corporate America, worked for some of the top financial firms. And when I used to talk about gold in the boardroom, they used to laugh like, man, what he talking? I was already young, it didn't help. And then I was talking about gold. They're like, man, what you talking about gold? You know that at that time, gold was probably about $1,600 to $1,700. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, I look at my phone right now. Gold right now is $2,328 per ounce. What does that mean? It means that it would take $2,380 to equal 1 ounce. Let that sit with you for a second. Because remember, $1 used to be able to get you one loaf of bread. How many loaves of bread you can get now?
A loaf of bread?
You can't even go to the Dollar Tree.
A dollar? I'm going to say, someone said that that the Dollar Trees and all of them, they should change the name to a couple of dollars. Couple of dollars instead of saying Dollar Tree.
Right.
That makes
Right.
no sense.
You can't even go to the Dollar Tree
No,
and
and
get a loaf of bread.
Nope.
So this is why we keep telling you guys the importance of fighting against inflation. How do you do that? You got to get the right type of assets. Dr. Knight showed you she got silver, silver, gold. Bitcoin's another great asset. The only thing about Bitcoin is it's gonna fluctuate. Yes. Right now we're going through what's called the Bitcoin halving. It's coming up like literally next week. Yeah. So it's gonna jump. So if you want to have stable financial protection, financial insurance for yourself, gold and silver is the best way to go. These hold their value. And this is actually one of the only assets, ladies and gentlemen, that is undervalued since the 1980s. It used to be $50. We haven't had that point. So, ladies and gentlemen, silver is always dragged by gold. So gold is going to take off to maybe $3,000 per ounce potentially this year. Well, guess what silver is going to do? It's going to pull to a point where it's right now between 23 to 25 bucks. It can go to triple digits potentially. Now it's volatile, so it's going to shoot up, spike up. But if it spikes up, you better be ready and do what you need to do with it.
And that's why this is the time.
Yes, exactly.
Of course, we should have gotten it. Many people should have gotten it earlier, but now that you're watching this video, you're hearing, you're seeing what we're showing you. Now is the time for you to say, you know what? Let me drop in the description area and find out and get more information about the opportunity, because this is it. You want to accumulate. You want to be able to get it before it rises up to what Mr. Taylor was talking about, doubles or even triples, because then it's going to cost you even more. Okay, so this is how we're protecting ourselves and fighting against and overcoming inflation, is with the accumulation of these assets. So we're talking about gold, silver, and cryptocurrency. Okay, and so again, listen, Mr. Taylor, what are your final thoughts as we're wrapping this up? Because we let them know, we show them actual silver. Okay, gold, of course, I can't live this one down. Right.
There you go.
Can't forget about the family being on the card with the gold there.
Yes.
Right. So we're showing you real gold, real silver. Of course, we can't show you cryptocurrency because it's invisible, right? What is the next move? What is maybe one or two things that people watching right now should do?
So you want to connect with a person that's actually doing what you are desiring, right? Or actually putting themselves out there, that's protecting their wealth, securing their bag. Like I said, you want to get with myself, Dr. McKnight, because we're actually a part of a company that actually allows people to get gold and silver at cost. And that's a big thing, because there's a spread. It's a little secret. There's a spread that happens when you buy from a dealer. Yes. Right? You actually are paying whatever the dealer desires you to pay. And sometimes it could be 20, 30, 50 over spot. And what I mean by spot is what it's supposed to be, but anything over that, that's what you're paying additionally. That's the money that they make off of that. They have to make a profit, right? It's a business, right? That's right. But why not position yourself so you don't have to pay higher than what you should, so that you can get the benefits and the value of what you desire to purchase? So
it makes sense to me.
Yes.
Hopefully, make it make sense, everybody. As you're watching, as you're listening to what he's saying, like, the math is mathing for me. It makes a whole lot of sense to get your gold and your silver at cost. Okay, you don't have to look. The numbers don't lie.
Yes,
the numbers don't lie. So just make sure that you take a look at the information in the description area. Get yourself on board. Like, you all see it. There's no denying. We see what's going on. Like, okay, one last example of why. I don't know how many of you like maple syrup, but I have a family of 4, including myself, right? And this big jug, about this tall, right? Maybe this wide, right? That thing used to cost maybe about not $8, okay, maybe about $8, right? That jug, everybody, is just you might as well just say $20 for some maple Syrup. I'm gonna let that
What?
marinate for a moment. So you thought that you're gonna go in the store and get multiple items with your $20? Just try it. That's just syrup. I know. That's a moment
No,
right
we
there.
can end it right there. I mean, we can end the stream right there. Like, what? And
That
you
is
think,
ridiculous. Right, but it's real.
yes,
This is why you're gonna have to find not just protecting your wealth, but making more money.
yes,
Multiple streams of income. Okay, don't take that lightly. You want to, again, check with the same company we get the gold and silver from, you can actually build a business from it. And you can obtain passive income yourself. So that's something to think about. We're not financial advisors. We're not offering you financial advice, but we're here to share with you what we're doing, how we're generating income, how we're fighting against inflation. That's what this channel is all about. So again, Mr. Taylor, any final words?
I mean, this is the time. Take advantage of the opportunity, lifetime opportunity. But you want to have first movers advantage on anything. Robert Kiyosaki says the money is always made in the start of something, not in the finish. So you start now, ground level of some projects, even some things that we're working on, even now with some of the assets that we're telling you about before the masses. Anytime you got your, I'm in Starbucks, right? So anytime you have the waiter saying, "Oh, you need to get some this type of stock," get some AM. Remember the AMC stock, right? Oh, you should get the AMC stock. Anytime they start telling you, it's kind of too late.
Yep.
You can have average Joes trying to tell you what you should be doing. Yep. Oh, you need to get you some Bitcoin.
Right.
Should be dollar cost averaging into it anyway. That's another conversation for the day, right? So you want to get ahead of the masses right now. Ain't nobody focused. People starting to think about it's getting warm outside. People chilling. They're trying to figure out how to get ahead. This is the time. Put your plans together and then execute. Right? Get in position. Get with the different platforms. Get with somebody whose exposure is in assets like gold and silver and Bitcoin and some of the other asset classes. Because we're all about growing and securing your bag. So that way, when you're trying to, go from one place to another, you got something to work with. You ain't got no energy to. All it is energy. But if you don't have any energy in the bag, you ain't got nothing to work with. You can't flow if you ain't got no energy. That's all money is energy. We're showing you how to get enough energy so that you can make it through the physical plane. I'm being a little high level on y'all. Make it through the physical plane and enjoy life. Because if you don't, life will be a struggle.
Yes. Yes. There it is, everybody. So we pray that you've enjoyed today's chat about money, about wealth building, and about fighting against inflation. Listen, we're hoping that you come back and join us for another money talk, another money discussion. We're here every Sunday. Listen, click on the subscribe button as well as the bell. That's going to let you know when we're actually live. Okay. And so listen, we thank you so very much. We appreciate all of you. Until next time, don't forget to